Here's a question for Rena. Could you talk about the origins of this project? Were you part of sort of the pitching and development of the story? You know, how did you decide on this particular man to illustrate the story? You know, could you tell us a little bit about how it came about?
Yes, this was an assignment that came to me from the Wall Street Journal. And the writer, Elizabeth Cole, she was contacted by a relative of Patricia Galvez because she read Isabel's previous stories on Yazidi women, and she liked the coverage, so she contacted Isabel and said that talk to her about Patricia's plan to go to Syria and whether or not Isabel wanted to cover that. So Isabel pitched a story to the Wall Street Journal, and then the photo editor Margaret Kitty contacted me, and I jumped on the story.
Here's a question specifically for Dieu, Nalio. How has being injured impact the way you document Haiti?
I have been working for the Associated Press since 2010, and I documenting a lot of news events, ceremony for Haiti. But I think it impacted the international community because most of the resources of Haiti come from the international community. So when the sponsor, the buyer, the people who interest in Haiti see what is happening, and I think they see, because sometimes there's a lot of NGOs that spend their money in Haiti, and they think Haiti got changed, but Haiti never changed, and the situation of the people become worse every day. So when I documenting Haiti, it's because I want to get the attention of the international community. And I think it has some impact, it has it because sometimes even the president, when he's talking, he always talking about why they show picture of protests, of tires burning in the street, of bad places, But in Haiti, when you go out, you just see, sometimes you just see poverty. You see trash in the corner, and, gangster control this part of the city. No police can go there. So this thing is what is the reason while I am covering the protest, but I try to show people who has gun, who has control of the city. It's not something, I am just saying, but it's true. So when I show these things, it's because, Haiti was having the UN people for a long time in Haiti. And after they left, and you see the kidnapping, the insecurity, gangs, gang in Haiti is like normal right now because they are making money, they kidnap people, and no one can control them. So I take the risk to documenting, to witness every kind of thing that happened, just to show the human right when the right of the people is violated.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Here's a question from a fellow photojournalist in London that I think is widely applicable to all photographers. You three in particular shared 3 very heavy stories today. And I think something that we're collectively as an industry very bad at doing is taking care of ourselves and understanding the impact that our work has on us personally. How do you all look after your mental health? How do you make sure that you're balanced when you are heavily emotionally invested in these really difficult stories? Maybe I can start out with Moises.
Yeah, it's also a complicated topic, but I think for me in particular, having a life that has absolutely nothing to do with my work is very important, and my family is very important to me. I am became a father recently, so that's completely changed also my perspective on what's important and what priorities sort of should be maintained, and sort of engaging with this other sort of dimension that again has nothing to do with the work that I do, brings me you know, some sort of you know, it helps. It helps, and it doesn't mean that it's you know, that you still don't have you know, moments where you feel more fragile or less, you know, but it's certainly it's necessary, I would say, to, you know, to not just be a one-dimensional type person that you know, only does one thing with life, you know, and for me it's helped quite a bit.
Rena?
Yes, I mean, in many ways, I agree with Moises. I'm also a mother. I have a family, and I have a home to come back to, and kind of unwind from a lot of things that I see on you know, jobs like this. Not all my stories are tough. You know, I kind of occasionally do culture stories and other sort of more positive stories, but even with this one, I see it as a positive story about humanity. And, you know, he managed to do what many people thought would be impossible, so it's almost like it has a positive ending in many ways. And I think over the years also you learn how to, by whatever means, to build some sort of resilience, because if you don't have that, it's very easy to fall apart, and then you can't really do the work if you're not you know, put together mentally. So it becomes really difficult to actually work. So it's important to have these moments of coming back home and coming back to your senses and spending time with family and doing whatever is necessary to recover from stress of the job. Then it builds you up, like you become stronger the next time you go out.
Well, yeah, for me, I am a crazy of photojournalist. It is a passion for me. It is a passion for me. So I always want to be inside the action, but just the camera. Sometimes I think I am a robot because, you know, I think it's the camera working and Chery is not there. But, you know, all the time, you know, I am young also, and I want to show. I want to show, you know. No. I want to say that I am young in the profession, and I want to show what I can do. So all the time, my boss called me, "Hey, Chery, you need to be very careful. You are too much inside the action. You need to be a little back, you know, because they advised me. I have 2 nice daughters, and I married with my wife, and, you know, I have a family to take care. All the time they said me, Shay, you need to be careful because you have your family. One picture will not change the world. You need to take care of you. You know, all the time they talk to me like that because they know that I am crazy. If the action happen, I want to be, you know, to take the better photograph. You know, I can do nothing for that. Sometimes you think that you have to not take the risk, but sometimes you just see you are inside the action. And in Haiti, I don't have, you know, good time, you know, pastime, hobby, because I always like stressed out, thinking about my work, you know, thinking I'm going out, I will face with gang people, you know, when you have to go to work to the slum, you know, your wife say, "Oh, Jay, are you going or not?" You know, sometimes you don't know what to decide or not, and you have to continue working. So, but I think I like photojournalists. I think I will have a good time until I finish with photojournalists. You know, when I finish, I said, okay, I take my time. I finish. I don't shoot picture anymore, so I will be okay. But So as soon as I am continue taking picture, I don't have a good time, a good life. Because, you know, when you visit some ghetto, you see the people, they can't eat. Sometimes you are doing a story about starving and you see the people, they can't eat nothing, you know. And it's not your right to give something to the people when you are working with them. But that put you down, you know.
Well, a big thank you to the three of you for sharing with us. I think that's a great note to end on. I'm glad to hear that it sounds like the AP is supportive of you taking care of yourself. I think we've all come a long way in this industry over the past few decades. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in and asked great questions. We really appreciate you joining us this evening or this afternoon, depending on where in the world you are. Patricia, any last wrap up?
Well, Daniella, thank you so much for moderating it and sharing all the astounding pictures that these three photographers took. And congratulations again to you three for your awards. And we hope you continue to enjoy your work and to stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you
everybody.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Everyone.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you, everybody.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye. Bye. Bye.